Hello and welcome to our first YouTube class. One of the other things I teach is aerial yoga, and so I'll just give you a quick demonstration of what that is here. So this is how tree pose would look for aerial yoga. So we wind up behind our fabric. We're going to put a foot on the fabric. Come on up. Shoulder of the bent knee is forward. And we're bringing those hands to heart center. And we're doing a little rocking back and forth. This is the hardest thing for aerial yoga students to do. It gives them all a little motion sickness. Not that I will ever ask you to do this, of course, but it's a little interesting to see different types of yoga and different things that happen. So when we use the slings like this is aerial yoga. Welcome back after your nature walk, and we're going to work on some abdominal exercises with the time we have left. And here we have Misty the cat who wants to introduce herself. I found her in Fulton just outside the thrift store when she was a kitten. So yes, there's another one. All my pets have been rescues or feral cats at one time. So anyway, this is Misty. And since she's going to block your view a little bit here, we're going to start on our backs. So again, take your time to get down on your backs, feet down, knees up, and we're going to do our arms nice and wide. And this is going to be the one that opens our hips a little bit, frees our spine. So we're going to leave our knees bent, and we're going to take them over to the left side. Then we'll bring those knees up towards the ceiling, and we're going to take those knees off to the right. Bringing those knees up towards the ceiling. Here's our two left. Up to the ceiling with our knees. Over to the right. Back up to the ceiling. And here we go. 3 left. Up to the ceiling. Over to the right. Up. 4 left, up to the ceiling, over to the right, up to the ceiling, bending those knees, 5 to the left, up, right, up, 6 to the left, up, right, up, to the left, 7, up, right, up. Let's see, this would be 8 to the left, up, right, up, 9 to the left, up, right, up, 10 to the left, up, and right, and then coming back into that neutral position. Feet down, knees up, taking our breath in and out. So our knees are still in that bent position. We're going to bring those knees up to our chest, and then bring those feet back to the mat. That's 1. Bringing those knees up to our chest, feet to the mat, 2. Here's 3 chest, mat, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Take a break, take a breath. And remember, you can stop or start this video whenever you want. It all doesn't have to be done in one session, and feel free to modify anything that you need. Let's take that right leg up towards the ceiling, and we'll roll that right ankle, first one way, and then the other. Pulling my toes towards me, pushing them away, towards me, and away, and then we're going to start that circle with our right leg. So you pick the direction, and we're going to do a nice wide circle with the right leg. Let's try to get 5 times around. Bringing that right leg up towards the ceiling, and we're going to make that circle the other direction. Again, trying to get 5 times around. That nice wide circle. And I don't know if you'll you'll be able to hear all the cat commentary behind me, but they definitely have a lot to say. So we're bringing that right leg up towards the ceiling, and we're going to lower that right heel halfway between the ceiling and the floor, and holding. And then we're going to lower that right heel almost to the mat, not quite there, letting that right heel hover off the mat. And then we're going to bring that leg back up into that midway position. So not quite up towards the ceiling, not hovering, somewhere in between. We're holding that midway position, dropping that ankle down to hover just off the mat. Here we go, second time, returning that right leg to that midway position, dropping that ankle down to hover just off the mat. One more time, we're bringing that leg to that midway position, halfway between the ceiling and the floor, holding, dropping that ankle down so it hovers just off the mat. And then we're going to take that right leg all the way back up, and with both hands, we're reaching for those right toes. And then releasing out, feet down, knees up, arms wide for our nice breath in and out. And of course, what we do to one side, we have to do to the other. So we're going to take that left leg up towards the ceiling. And we'll roll that left ankle this time. Roll that left ankle one way and then the other. Pulling our toes towards us, pushing them away, towards us, and away. And then we're going to make that circle with our left leg. That nice wide circle. You pick the direction. And we're going to try and go around 5 times. We're bringing that left leg back up towards the ceiling. And we're going to make the circle the other direction again for those 5 times. Bringing that left leg back up towards the ceiling. As you exhale, lowering that left heel halfway between the ceiling and the floor and holding. As you exhale again, dropping that left heel almost to the mat, not quite there, letting it hover. And then we're bringing that left leg to that midway position, halfway between the ceiling and the floor and holding. We'll drop that left leg down to hover just off the mat, holding, bringing that left leg back to that midway position, halfway between the ceiling and the floor, and holding. And then we're dropping that left ankle so it hovers just off the mat, holding, bringing that left leg up so it hovers halfway between the ceiling and the floor. One more time, we're dropping that left ankle down to hover just off the mat. And then we'll take that left leg all the way up with both hands. We're reaching for those left toes. And then we're releasing out. Feet down, knees up. That breath in and out. Getting ready, we're going to stretch our arms out to the sides. Our knees are bent. We're going to bring those knees up to our chest. Put those feet on the floor. Bring those knees to our chest. Feet to the floor. Knees to our chest. Feet to the floor. And let's see, that's 3. Let's do 10. So here's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Take a break, take a breath. you're ready, we're going to do one more round. Same thing. Good things happen in threes, they always say. So our knees are bent. We're bringing those knees into our chest, feet to the floor. Knees to our chest, feet to the floor. Knees to our chest, feet to the floor. And getting ready, here's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Take a break, take a breath. And when we come back, we're going to do those sit-ups that we do. Not full sit-ups, but our modified ones. So if you remember, your knees are bent, your feet are flat on the mat, and we're going to start with a curl. So we're raising those arms and our fingers towards our knees, and we're going to bring our torso up, bring that torso down, bringing that torso up, taking that torso down. Let's see, that's 2. Let's see if we might have 10. So here's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And take a break, take a breath. From here, we're going to go into a standing position. So this gives us practice getting up and down off the floor. We're at home. No one can see us. We take our time. Doesn't matter how long it takes. Stop the video if you need and come back to it. There's no competition here. So then we're going to go ahead and we're going to stand up. And just take a breath in that mountain pose. A breath in and out. Now the next exercise we often do in class, and we have dumbbells. So if you have dumbbells at home, feel free to use them. If not, it doesn't matter a whole lot. So we're going to start bending forward, hands by our toes. Come up to our waist, reach overhead. Waist, toes. So here's 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And take a break, get your breath. When you're ready, you guessed it, we're headed back to the floor. So again, have a seat, sit down. We're going to do those easy curls again. So bend your knees, feet down, lay back on the mat. And take a breath in and out. We're going to extend those arms and our fingers forward. And you guessed it, we're going to sit up and down for 10. So here we go. For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Take a break, take a breath, stop the video if you need. This doesn't all have to happen in one burst. When you're ready, we're going to get into a standing pose again. So we're coming up off the floor. Again, get your breath in that standing position. Take a moment and breathe. Here's that exercise. We're going to bring our hands down in front of our toes. You guessed it, we're headed to the waist, and up, waist, down. Here's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And take your breath again. And just when you thought you were done, getting enough and up and on and off the floor, we're going to do it one more time. So here we go, headed down to the floor. And we're coming into that seated position again. Feet down, knees bent, and we're going to head all the way back. And again, just taking a moment to take that breath in and out. When you're ready, we're going to start in that curl position. Arms forward, fingers forward, and we're going to bring our torso up, and we're going to do 10. So it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're there. Take a breath. And here we go. Standing up. When you get to that standing position, take another breath. Last round, here we go, same exercise as we did before standing. We're coming forward, bringing our hands in front of our toes. Headed up to our waist, taking our arms overhead, waist, back down. Ready? 2. We're headed for 10. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And take a breath. And I know you're all wanting to quit. Let's see what we've got for time. All right, just a couple more minutes and I think that's going to be a wrap. Isn't that awesome? I got stones and everything else on my mat. Oh my goodness. All right, so we're going to take that breath in and out. We're going to bend our knees, just like we're sitting in a chair. And you can bend your knees a lot. You can bend your knees a little. Whatever you want to do. The next exercise is one we also do with dumbbells. So if you have the dumbbells, you can use them. If you don't, you can use a bottle of water or nothing at all. I don't have any dumbbells here, so I'm going to reach down to the mat. And this is the one we're going to pull that fist or that bottle of water up to our waist on the right. We're going to do 10. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we're going to stay in the same position. We've got our dumbbell or our bottle of water or just a fist on the left, whatever works. And we're going to bring that fist to our waist. And 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we're going to go ahead and stand up. That breath in and out. When you're ready? Second round. We're bending our knees like we're sitting in a chair, and we're bringing those fists down to the mat. You guessed it. Right fist to the right hip 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and knees are still bent. Left side, left fist, left waist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stand up, take a breath. One last round of these and we'll call it a day. Okay, get our breath. Ready? Here we go. So we're bending those knees again, just like we're sitting in a chair. Bringing both fists down to the mat. Right fist to the right hip 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and left fist, left hip. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come on up. Take your breath. All the hard stuff is over with now. We're going to take that right hand down the right thigh, stretch that left arm overhead, and hold. Coming back into our mountain, feet shoulder width apart, palms forward. Same thing, but the other side. So left hand down the outside of the left thigh. And we're going to stretch that right arm overhead and hold. Well, obviously one of the cats doesn't like exercising either. Totally agrees with your mindset, I'm sure. That's so funny. Okay, oh my goodness. Thank you so much for participating in our first virtual session. The virtual sessions will get easier each time. I know it's a little hard to anticipate what I'm going to do, and maybe even the explanations are a little confusing. But in time, the cues will get better and will get easier for you to do this. Thank you so much for being here.